Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In June 2000, Triple H teamed up with Vince and Shane McMahon against the Brothers of Destruction and The Rock in a six-man tag team match for the WWE Championship at King of the Ring. On the same PLE, WWE Hall of Famers Gerald Briscoe and Pat Patterson squared off in a hardcore evening gown match. On an episode of Stories with Briscoe and Bradshaw, Gerald Briscoe recalled an incident with Triple H backstage during the show. Ahead of his match against Patterson, the 78-year-old revealed he struggled to put on his evening gown. Hence, he asked the game for help. The former hardcore champion disclosed that he made an unprecedented request to Triple H, asking him to fasten his bra. He told the current chief content officer that he never thought he would make such a demand to a man. Check out the video below. In 1997, Bret Hart lost the WWE Championship to Shawn Michaels in controversial circumstances in what was later dubbed the Montreal Ex-WWE job. Gerald Briscoe, who was close to Vince McMahon, played a part in planning the Ex-WWE job, including convincing referee Earl Hebner to go on with it. Speaking on What Were They Thinking? On Backstage Pass, Briscoe recalled Triple H protecting him backstage following the incident with the Hitman. While the game continues to lead creative, Briscoe was released from the Stamford-based company 5 years ago. The world of professional wrestling is an eccentric and wild one, where larger-than-life characters, adrenaline-pumping performances, and dramatic storylines have long captivated audiences. It is a universe where even the most unexpected moments are often commonplace, and the boundary between reality and fiction is frequently blurred. Over the years, wrestlers have become not just athletes but pop culture icons, with their personas sometimes outshining the sport itself. Yet, amid the spectacle and grandeur, there are moments that take even the most seasoned fans by surprise, moments that are real, raw, and not scripted. One such incident took place behind the scenes of a WWE event, an encounter that seemed almost too bizarre to be true. It involved two of the most recognizable names in wrestling history, the iconic Triple H, Paul Levesque, and former WWE champion, a female wrestler who is no stranger to controversy, charisma, and the unexpected. The request she made to Triple H was one that defied expectation and became a memorable part of WWE's backstage lore. This is the tale of that unusual moment, an innocent yet outlandish request. Would you fasten my bra? The setting, a different kind of backstage drama. In the world of WWE, the backstage area is as chaotic as the events that unfold inside the squared circle. It's where wrestlers gather before and after matches, often in the midst of heavy preparation, stretching, psyching themselves up, or engaging in casual conversation. It's also where rivalries are born, friendships are solidified, and sometimes the most unexpected interactions occur. The particular night we're referring to took place in the early 2000s during the height of the WWE's Attitude Era. This was a time of explosive growth for the company, and its roster included some of the most electrifying and influential wrestlers of all time. Triple H, a multi-time world champion, had solidified his place as one of WWE's top stars, and his backstage presence was a reflection of his status. Confident, authoritative, and ever the consummate professional. At the time, WWE's women's division was going through a transformation. Stars like Trish Stratus, Lita, and Chyna were pushing the boundaries of what was expected of women in the industry. But there was one wrestler whose persona transcended the division's typical expectations, the glamazon Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix had come into WWE with a clear mission: to prove that women could be just as dominant, athletic, and impactful as their male counterparts. With her powerful physique and no-nonsense attitude, she quickly became one of WWE's top female performers. But while her in-ring prowess and tough girl image were celebrated by fans and peers alike, Beth also had a softer, more approachable side that few got to see. She was often seen as one of the boys, a beloved figure in the locker room who was willing to show vulnerability when needed, and it was this side of Beth Phoenix that would later lead to an incredibly unique request. The request, a moment of vulnerability. It was a typical evening in the locker room before a live event. The roster was preparing for the night's matches, some of them doing last-minute stretches or meeting with their agents to discuss the finer points of their upcoming performances. Triple H, being one of the top stars, was in the midst of his own routine, focusing on getting ready for his match. Beth Phoenix, on the other hand, was having a bit of a wardrobe malfunction. It's important to note that in WWE, appearance and attire are everything: the costumes, the look, the aesthetic. Sometimes, however, things don't always go as planned. For Beth, one such malfunction involved her bra strap. At first, it seemed like a trivial issue. After all, backstage issues like these happen all the time. But Beth's predicament was slightly different. She couldn't fix the issue herself, and her match was rapidly approaching. She needed help, but not just from anyone. She needed help from someone she trusted, someone who was a seasoned veteran of the WWE world. After considering her options, she turned to Triple H. In what could have been a nerve-wracking moment for anyone else, Beth Phoenix calmly walked up to Triple H, who was talking with some of the other wrestlers. With a chuckle, she asked, "Hey, would you fasten my bra?" There was a brief silence. The request was unusual, even by WWE's often bizarre standards. Everyone in the room looked around, unsure if she was joking or if this was a serious plea for assistance. But Beth's calm demeanor and a complete lack of embarrassment on her face convinced everyone that this wasn't some kind of joke. The room went quiet for a moment. Everyone was taken aback. But Triple H, ever the professional and unflappable in situations like this, paused for just a second. He looked at Beth and, without hesitation, responded, "Sure, why not?" In that instant, the pressure seemed to lift. The surrealness of the request faded into the background, and what followed was a genuine moment of camaraderie and trust between two WWE veterans. Triple H, always willing to help his colleagues in any way he could, agreed to assist her with the wardrobe issue, no questions asked. A lesson in trust and humor. To some, the request might have seemed odd or even inappropriate. But to those who knew the inner workings of WWE, it was a simple reminder of the camaraderie that exists behind the scenes, a camaraderie that transcends the scripted rivalries and intense in-ring battles that fans see on television. In the locker room, WWE superstars are often just regular people, facing the same challenges that anyone else does. For Triple H, the moment reflected his character both inside and outside the ring. Known for his sense of humor, his loyalty to his fellow wrestlers, and his willingness to step up in any situation, he took the request in stride. There was no awkwardness. Instead, there was an understanding between him and Beth, a silent acknowledgement that in that moment, they were just two colleagues looking out for each other. And for Beth Phoenix, the experience was just another reminder that despite the tough exterior she showed in the ring, she was surrounded by people who genuinely cared for her, not just as a wrestler but as a person. There was no room for egos or pride in that moment, just two colleagues helping one another. The request itself, though seemingly trivial, highlighted an important aspect of WWE's backstage culture: the importance of trust, humor, and friendship. It was a reminder that even in a business that thrives on larger-than-life personas and intense rivalries, the bonds between wrestlers can be incredibly strong. The aftermath, a story for the ages. In the days following that backstage moment, word spread quickly through the WWE locker room. The story became the subject of both light-hearted jokes and genuine admiration. Wrestlers like John Cena, Randy Orton, and others who were present at the time shared their thoughts, laughing at the unusual situation while also recognizing the unique bond that formed as a result. For fans, the story became another piece of WWE's rich tapestry of behind-the-scenes moments. It showcased the personalities of the wrestlers involved, Triple H's willingness to help his peers, and Beth Phoenix's down-to-earth nature despite her powerhouse persona. Years later, when asked about the incident in interviews, both Triple H and Beth Phoenix would recount the moment with humor and warmth. Beth often jokingly remarked that it was one of the most memorable requests she'd ever made, while Triple H would laugh, acknowledging that the experience, while odd, was simply a natural part of the camaraderie within WWE. Even now, it remains a topic of conversation among wrestling fans, often brought up as an example of the unique and humorous moments that make the WWE Universe so special. Conclusion: a reminder of human connection. In the world of WWE, where battles are fought in the ring and rivalries play out in front of millions, moments like these remind us of the humanity behind the characters. It's easy to forget that the superstars we watch on TV are not just performers, they are people, with real emotions, real challenges and real friendships. The request to fasten my bra might seem trivial, even humorous, but it serves as a reminder that, no matter how larger than life the WWE Universe can be, the people who inhabit it are just that, people. And sometimes, even in the midst of the most chaotic and unpredictable environments, it's these small moments of kindness, trust, and vulnerability that make the biggest impact. So, the next time you watch a WWE event and see the powerful personas of superstars like Triple H or Beth Phoenix in the ring, remember that backstage, they're more than just characters, they're part of a family. And sometimes, that family just needs a little help fastening a bra. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.